Hello guys and welcome back to another video by me, Pajas, and today I am very excited to bring you guys some early beta access gameplay on the game Overwatch. So if you are considering buying this game and do want to know more, you are definitely at the right place, because today I will show you guys multiple clips from the gameplay and at the same time give you guys my full review as of right now. So if that's interesting to you, sit down, relax, and let's start off the Overwatch beta review. We all know that this game has been developed by Blizzard, and we also know that everything they touch turns into gold. And the reason I can say this is because they've made huge successes like, for example, Hearthstone, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, and Diablo. So this company knows what they're doing and they know how to make groundbreaking games. But that also means that players has huge expectations to this new first-person shooter. So the huge question here, is this game any good? And does it stand out between all the other first-person shooters in the modern time? So let's start off with the basics. Overwatch will be available for several platforms like Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and also PC. And this is a positive thing in my mind already, because a lot of first-person shooters are first developed on console and then just ported over to PC. But Blizzard has PC very close to their heart, so this game will most likely be very well played on all the several systems. So what is Overwatch? Well, it's a 6 vs 6 squad-based first-person shooter, and there's no single-player mode. This game has completely been designed around multiplayer, and it can look similar to games like Rainbow Six Siege, Star Wars Battlefront, and some Call of Duty modes. But in practice, it's more similar to games like Team Fortress, Dirty Bomb, or Counter-Strike. So since I am a Call of Duty fanboy, I might use some comparisons to Black Ops 3 when I'm explaining what I think about this game and how it works. And don't hate me for that, it's not like Black Ops 3 at all, it's just easier for me to explain some mechanics comparing it to that game. So if you have played Black Ops 3, you probably know that a new game mechanic to that game was the Specialist, where you basically can choose a character that suits you, that has different weapons and abilities to all the other characters in the game. And the reason I want to compare this to Overwatch is because Overwatch is basically Specialists on crack, or heroes as they're called in this game. And there are 23 different characters in this game, and all of them have different weapons, abilities, roles, and also supers. And super is a huge ability that you can use only a couple of times throughout the game, depending on how well you are doing. And as you can see down there in the middle of my screen, there's a circle, and as soon as that's filled up to 100%, you are available to use your super. And you have to press Q, and then you will activate your ability. And you have to time this right to be as effective as possible. And the principle behind offering such a range of characters is definitely to support gameplay diversity. Wherever you like to snipe, build turrets, focus on helping teammates, or just run around faster than anyone else dealing melee damage, there's definitely at least one hero for you. And that's what I love about this game, because as I said earlier, I am a Call of Duty fanboy, so the first thing I did when I came into the game was to look for a hero that would suit my playstyle. And I found a character named Soldier 76, I believe, and he was perfect. And that's what I so admire about this game, because regardless on what kind of player you are, let's say you're a huge fan of World of Warcraft, and you like to, for example, tank, do damage, heal, or support your teammates, there will be a hero out there that will suit your personality, your playstyle, and will allow you to feel important in the battle and have fun at the same time. But a huge concern that I had before I went into this game was, with 23 different characters, how can all of them be balanced? There must be some overpowered characters, and to be honest, this hasn't been a problem at all. And the reason I think so is because, as I said earlier, every single character has a certain role, and there will always be a character or another hero out there that will be able to counter you. As you, for example, see right here, I am a tank type of guy that can grapple people to me and then shoot them with my powerful shotgun pistol. But there are characters out there, for example, like the Reaper, that has even more powerful shotguns in his hand. So if I grapple him to me, he can easily kill me. And even though that's not maybe the best example, my point here is to say that even though what kind of character you choose, there will always be a hero out there that can counter you. And in my opinion, this makes the game balanced. And another very important feature that Blizzard has added to the game is that you can change out the character you're playing as throughout the gameplay. So that means if you are playing with a team that doesn't have a tank and you see that your team is struggling, you can change out for a more tanky type of character and you will easily help out your team so much more right away. So that's why I think this game is perfectly balanced, just because of that feature right there. So gameplay-wise, I'm very impressed of what Blizzard has accomplished with this game. I feel important in the battle, I have fun, and it also feel balanced even though there's 23 different characters in the game. But we do need to keep in mind that this game is really early on as of right now, and there might be characters that will stand out eventually and maybe come across as too overpowered. But I'm really confident with Blizzard, and I do think that they will patch and fix the game throughout its life cycle, so this won't be a problem whatsoever. And when it comes to how the game looks, they also do a great job going away from the conventional brown and gray color pattern that most of the modern first-person shooters have. The maps, like the heroes, are colorful, vibrant, and it does feel cartoonish, but that's not a problem at all. I actually like this feature, and it does make it more appealing to all kinds of ages. So all in all, the game is easy to grasp and it never feels intimidating, but you do have to put in plenty of hours in order to master the several characters. And I must honestly say, it's been a long time since a first-person shooter has, mechanically speaking, engaged me this much. Because Overwatch places just enough emphasis on its heroes' abilities while retaining the FPS mechanics that makes other first-person shooter games such a blast. But the biggest problem I can see with this game right now is how long will this game be fun? Because my biggest concern as of right now with the game is the game's progression system and the solo experience, and if it will provide enough long-term rewards for the players to keep coming back. Because first-person shooters has changed a lot over the years, and without the tools of organizing competitive play, Overwatch may find itself in an awkward limbo in between a game that's extraordinary fun, but at the same time a game where it's hard to effectively keep score. So without those competitive features, I'm a little bit afraid of how they're going to keep players to play this game for a long term, because Blizzard is very known for creating games like World of Warcraft, StarCraft, and Hearthstone, which you play for years. But this game right here, I don't see if that's going to keep up with those, because don't get me wrong, it would be a lot of fun the first couple of weeks, maybe even months, but then it will lack content to keep you on playing this game. But then again, it's very well polished, I love how it plays, but I don't think it will last too long if the only content they're going to bring in the future are more characters. I don't think that will be enough to keep it living for a long time, and you will probably go back to the other games that you've been playing for years. But then again, we don't know, and we don't know what kind of content they might release for this game eventually. Maybe they even release more expansions, you never know. So my final rating for this game will be a 8.5 out of 10 as of right now, and if you do agree with me or not, let me know in the comment section. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and leave a like rating if you could. My name is Pajas, and I'm signing out.